Hey guys, we're back. Meredith Leon McCormick, World Bride Magazine, and I am so super excited to be having this conversation with this celebrity, this major figure in the beauty industry. You guys don't know how much of an honor it is for me to have this conversation with Arzo Anwar. And I hope I said your name right. How are you, beautiful?
I'm good, Meredith. How are you?
I'm
Thank you for having me.
No, it's amazing. It's such an honor to just have this conversation with you. I am obsessed with the product.
I see your whole collection back there.
Oh my God. And I think I'm missing pieces, so I'm ready to do my next round. So I just want to.
I love it.
I want to get our viewers to know, first of all, who you are. Can you give us a little bit of background of your professional background? What is that?
Sure. My name is Arzo Anwar. I live in New York City. I started out my career in fashion. So I'm a 20 plus year vet in the fashion industry. So that's the core of my experience and expertise. I started in fashion when I was 15 years old. So in doing that, I built brands. And during the whole pandemic that we went through, things got a little tricky in the fashion industry, and I had to pivot. So I had a little hobby of making natural oils at home that I turned into candles because I was actually very sick of spending $200 on a candle. And I love scents because it comes from, my background. I'm from Afghanistan. I was born in Kabul, Afghanistan, but I grew up in California, Northern California. And I moved to New York about 23 years ago or so. So once quarantine hit, the fashion industry had already started getting a little interesting and weird, with social media and fast fashion. It started changing the business a lot. And I had already probably started making my way out mentally in some ways. And then the pandemic hit and I thought, hey, I have this little hobby. Why don't I turn it into a brand? Wow. So that's what I did. I started branding my candles that I was making at home for myself and my friends, and kind of turned it into an all natural apothecary collection.
Well, I'm so glad you did it. I think my favorite is number 11. It smells like I'm in the luxurious Baccarat Hotel, or one Hotel One. I haven't lit it because I wanted to have this conversation with you first, but I leave it open and my living room smells of you and this beautiful candle that you have. So thank you for the wonderful gift of your talent, your hobby. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your support. Yeah, that's a santal that we do. So one of my inspirations was Le Labo, just because they make all natural fragrances and they actually hand blend and hand pour things for you, which I do too. So I started my business out of my kitchen. I turned it into a 6-figure business over a year. I've been in business for a little over a year now. And I still do everything from home, but there is an intention that I make the products with. So you feel it when you receive the boxes. Everything is kind of customized for the customer. Right. And it is an experience, and I think in the tricky world that we're living in, not only was it the 1111 you were talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love. It comes in a spray as well.
So that's like a mist. It's basically a hair and body mist. So it doesn't give you the whole parfum, like if you don't want to wear a parfum, but you want just like a little mist just to wake you up. And also for hair, I mean, we're working from home. We don't wash our hair every day sometimes, right? So it gives you just a little fresher upper, I guess. But I guess there was 2 birds that I killed with one stone in doing this. I created a business where I could make monetary value out of it, you know, support myself as an entrepreneur. But I also created something for self-care, which is very important for the current environment that we're living in. I think there is value in having rituals that you do every single day. I think in that fast world of going to the office every single day, working 12 to 14 hours, sometimes we forget about our rituals. Right. And now that we have to work from home, we have to we don't have a team around us, yep. Right? We don't have other people to kind of talk to or go to lunch with. So we have to kind of have our own personal rituals. And, you know, with the scents are all natural. They're all, as I said, hand blended and hand poured, but they're made with 100% soy. So there's no soot, there's no toxic, toxins coming out of it when you do burn them. And our tagline is produce light as you burn, which can mean several different things, you know, like it's not just the light off of the candle so you can see visibly, but it's also the light inside of you that you're kind of shining in, and taking care of yourself with these little rituals. Because I think it's not just about primping and looking pretty self-care. I think self-care is having things that make you happy, just little things that can add a little bit of joy to your day. So that was my intention. And
you did it successfully, I have to say. You know, with portable, products that I can use, they're well wrapped, beautifully packaged. I love your logos, and I just find them very sexy and easy to throw into your purse when you're going out on a date, when you're going traveling. So I think you thought of everything. And, going back to what you were saying, that I think under all of this COVID and being stuck at home, we, for the first time, this generation, have never been forced to stay home. It's one thing if I choose to stay home, but now I'm being forced to stay home. How do I feel good? I can't go out to feel good. I have to stay in. How do I bring it into my home and create this environment? And for us as New Yorkers, some of us live in small quarters. It's like, okay, wait, I don't have much space to work with. How do I make it beautiful? I can make it smell good, lighting a candle, the room spray, the mist. I can make me feel good. I could throw it on for my, my Zoom meetings, and feel good about myself. And that translates into something. So we can feel
scents and perfume. Scents and perfume are one of the first things that hit your nervous system without being processed by the rest of your brain. So a scent is very nostalgic, right? It reminds you of a good time. It can also remind you of a bad time, right? But it's a memory. It brings back a memory. And what I always say is smelling good automatically makes you that much better looking too. So,
that's the truth. We can remember when we would walk down the street, and if that man put too much cologne, we were like, ugh. But if he had just the right touch, you were like,
or if it was the right blend for his pheromones, The other thing with the brand is that there is no bad combination. So even like the little roll-on travel one that you were showing, that does come in a bigger size, but I offer it in a journey set where it comes in a pack of 6. And there's no wrong combos. So you actually can create your own combos using several different oils. So what number are you using? The 31?
Yes.
Okay. That one's kind of like a Baccarat Rouge like scent, which is really beautiful.
I love it.
It's very regal. I saw you because, this is the first time we're kind of meeting this way, but we did text, and I had checked out, your profile and all of that. And I was like, ooh, she's kind of fabulous. Let me go ahead and curate something that fits it. So I'm glad you like the scents.
Thank you. No, I love it. And for me, I find that body products and self-care products are the first step to luxury when you can't get that Chanel bag, that Bottega Veneta. bag, you know, I can afford, you know, this product that's going to make me feel good, you know. So I always feel that beauty products and self-care products are the one thing that tells you personally that you're worth it. You know, that's the message.
Yeah.
Self-care products. So tell me about this balm, you know, you sent me a
Ooh, so my healing balm, I'll tell you a quick short story about it. It was right after quarantine. I think it was maybe February last year. I went out for the first time after quarantine, like major quarantine, and I went to a birthday party and I put on my expensive heels and went to a birthday party, wore them for about 10 hours. The next day, and that night my feet were throbbing, like they were barking. They hurt so badly, and I had to take Tylenol. I hardly slept. The next day I went to lunch or dinner with my friends and I said, you know what, I need to come up with some kind of pain relief for your feet, you know, something that can kind of take away the pain and soothe it and also moisturize your feet. Well, it ended up, I created this healing balm for my feet, but it's a multi-purpose healing balm. So it basically works with arthritis. It moisturizes you. It's great for flyaways. It's great for your eyebrows. You can put it on as a chapstick, but it actually has pain relieving stuff in there. So there's like cinnamon in there. There's clove oil in there. It's made with almond oil. There's a really beautiful scent in it. Now use some. You try just a little bit because you can see that
it's very rich.
Yes, it's rich, but it turns very like it turns kind of oily, but then it dries up real quickly, which is really cool. But I have people that are literally ordering this monthly because it helps them with their pain relief. And the scent is very soothing, you know, like it's very, very soothing. But a lot of people have told me that it works with rashes, it works with burns, it works with bug bites. So it's a multi-purpose healing balm. Like my main thing is to get that on the counter of like Sephora, you know, like where they have all of like the things that you can buy at the counter, because I think it's one of those main things that you need in your purse or on your nightstand at night.
Well, I'm going to need it because in the wintertime, my black skin gets a little ashy.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all for the ashy, of course. I mean, I use it for my cuticles.
It's beautiful. It's nice. Look at the nice bliss it's giving my skin. I love this. You know, and now that we constantly have to wash our hands after touching every door when you leave outside. So this is nice. And again, something else that I could just throw in my purse and it's not cumbersome. You know, so bravo for this, bravo. And it won't set the alarm off at in the airport, so they like throw it away because it's
right. It's 3 ounces. Correct.
Bravo. So
Thank
you did this because you wanted to make an income, but this is bigger than just wanting to make an income.
Yeah, it is.
Had to take you so long just to come up with it, you know? And do you feel that a combination of your cultural background, you as a celebrity makeup artist all these years, had an impact in the products that you created?
So celebrity fashion stylist,
right? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, it did. You know, my grandmother, I'm from Afghanistan, so we're all about home remedies. And just growing up, like I remember, you know, spending time with grandma because there's so many grandchildren. So she would take a weekend and come and stay at our house. We would make masks together. We would make masks out of honey and flour and, you know, like sugar scrubs. And she knew like a natural way of like hair removal, you know, like there was so many cool things that she would teach me. So I guess it was that. Also, you know, in Middle Eastern culture, we love scents and oil. We're just such a big part of our culture that, you know, ever since I started making money when I was 15 years old working in retail, I've spent a lot of money on perfumes and scents. Like it's been one of my things. So this was, yes, it was a way to create a business so I can make an earning, but it ended up being something that fits with my personality, who I am. And I feel like it's taken me to become who I am now, you know, in my 40s. I'm growing into the person that you know, people have always seen me as, like, even just as friends. Self-care has been a big part of what I preach, you know. So in fashion, of course, I'm dressing people up and making them look cute, but
Right.
a lot of the times, you know, when I was dressing these women, it was moisturize your legs, you know, make sure that your body is like super moisturized, because your dress is going to look better and you're going
Right.
to feel better about yourself. So all of those things went hand in hand for me.
Right.
So I guess this was just the next step for me. And I do my lives on Saturdays, self-care Saturday, you know, on Instagram. And it's been really awesome because I get to meet these women that actually don't have anybody telling them to do this.
Right.
You know, they
Right.
have to be reminded. They
And
have to be
even if you're
reminded
in
to
the
take care
industry,
of
even if you're
themselves.
in the industry, that is a problem for us to remember to take care of ourselves, to know that we are our best marketing, is how we look and how we take care of ourselves, you know. And so can you imagine women that are planning their wedding, all of a sudden they're like, wait, what am I supposed to do? I've never done this before. And so they depend on other people, other experts, to tell them how to get through this process, you know.
But they also go too hard when, like,
Oh,
all of these things are just supposed to be a buildup. I mean, just even little things like drink more water,
right,
you know,
right,
just little things like that. Like drinking more water will make you feel much better about yourself. It just does. It
exactly.
makes you look better. And you know, a lot of people think I need this really expensive dress and I need all these expensive, like, ornaments and things to embellish myself with, but it comes from within. That glow comes from within. So that's why I always
Absolutely.
say produce light as you burn, because we're burning daily. We're burning calories, we're burning energy, we're burning years on our lives, right? But do it as you're producing light, and let yourself kind of shine through with just little things. I mean, just even sitting and using, like, I have a scrub on my line that's an Epsom salt scrub, right? Epsom salt takes away, it cleanses you, it takes away a lot of, like, toxins, it makes you feel good, it soothes your muscles, and just something little like that can make you feel better, to just have more energy to attack more projects the next day, you know?
Absolutely. And they make great gift ideas. And so that was one of the main reasons why I definitely wanted to have you on, because for you, where, you know, these brides are always looking for things that they can say thank you to their guests and their bridal party. I don't want another figurine, you know, I don't want something useless, but something like that is personal, you know, and I love that about it. And for 2022 and moving forward, we want things that have meaning to our lives or to the people that we're connected to. And like you said, scent triggers something. It gives you a reminder of something great you had or something bad you had. So why not find beautiful organic products that literally will send a message, a beautiful reminder to your guests about your special day. You know, I think this would be even great because you have numbers. Oh my God, can you imagine creating numbers for the table with these candles?
So numbers for the tables, or if you're doing them as gifting, you know, the numbers are based off of numerology, right? So on the lid, if you look on the lid, it tells you what each number means.
Okay.
And each one of us, our birth dates equal into like a life path number, or I call it a power number. So if you were to do bridal gifts, what you could do is ask for all of your, you know, guests' birthdays and find out what their power numbers are and gift them their power number, because that is the scent for them. You know what I'm saying? That's the scent that is curated for their makeup, basically the way they're wired up. And it's just meaningful. I mean, I take numerology. I love numerology and astrology. It's something I've studied since I was a kid because I was bored, right? But it turned into something that I became kind of an expert on. But I do it in a way where it's not so moon and stars and gypsy like. I do it where numbers are important, you know. Numbers in life, like when you see repetitive numbers and stuff, it's giving you a message, and it's just a reminder to be aware of those things as well.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I want to totally thank you for these amazing products that you created. They're beautiful. They're elegant. Can you tell our readers and our viewers where they can buy them and how they can follow you?
Sure. So the website is byarzo.com, which is byarzo.com. The Instagram handle is @byarzo as well. And then my own personal Instagram is @Arzo Anwar, which is ARZO, last name AN as in Nancy, WAR. And I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.
Oh no, it was a pleasure. And I went to your Saturday party event, and you have music and you have friends. You pull in friends so you can have conversation. So you're very engaging. So now it literally makes sense as to why you created such wonderful products, because you coming from a stylist perspective, you would think, okay, I'm going to create more clothing line, but no, you created something that's a little bit more intimate for the person. And I think it's beautiful, and they smell great. So I can't see them being, not being a great gift for people that are looking to gift people throughout whatever occasion that they're going to or going to have. So
yeah, there's over 31 scents now, and honestly, there hasn't been one scent that's failed yet. I also do like a monthly subscription box, which I test, I test out scents with the women that have subscriptions. It's a $48 subscription. You get an 8-ounce candle, which is the price of an 8-ounce candle, but you get a box that has almost $100 worth of stuff in it monthly.
Wow.
So I do offer that subscription. It's called the self-care box. And there's no bad combos either. And, I'm very easy to work with. You can always DM me. I'm always available, and I can always put together, like, I have people that are always like, can you put together a box? My budget is $250. I think I kind of did that with you, like
Beautiful.
My budget is $500. I have some stuff I'm working on with some big celebrities right now, and he does shows all across the country.
Right.
I won't name his name, but I'm always backstage with him. So he was like, yeah, put together a box. I don't know, $2,000. I was like, okay, like, sure.
Okay. One thing I forgot to say that you have, because when you said that you travel with people, the room diffuser. I have my room diffuser, which is over there.
Yes.
And I feel like that is an amazing thing. Just because I need something to calm me down. Yes, to calm me down, whatever room, because especially if people are visiting hotels and Airbnbs and other bed and breakfasts, and they're traveling, I don't want to take a chance with odors.
Odors, but it's also a good way if you don't want to light something, right?
Exactly.
So there's just a scent in there. Exactly. Like back in the day, people would have plugins and stuff like that, but we do everything natural. Like I think sometimes we forget that some of the products we use, whether it's toothpaste or deodorant or, they're toxic. They're not good for you. And you never know how your body's processing some of this stuff, and they're cancer causing, so it's just nice to be able to have all that luxury without it being toxic.
Right. So great job. You did great research. I feel like you were very thorough in the product that you put out that can keep us safe, so thank you for that, and kudos. So guys, I want to tell you how exciting it is to sit down and have this conversation with Arzo and all her wonderful products. So please go visit her website, go check her out. I am confident that you will find something that will speak to you and who you are, and creating the space that you are going to deem worthy of you and your energy. So until the next time, ciao bella. Bye, Arzo.
Bye, thank you.